Ever scroll through music and feel like every rapper sounds the same? Like exactly the same? Well, you're not imagining it. In this video, I'm breaking down why barely anyone's standing out anymore and how we got here. What's going on, y'all? It's willarmani. I hope everybody's doing well today. If you are, please make sure to subscribe. Got more content coming on the way. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is oversaturation and internet access. And before you get all tight and butthurt, I know that the industry and music and rap as a whole has always been oversaturated. Like, I'm pretty fully aware that it's always been oversaturated because there's always going to be a sum of people who want to create and who want to make music. I'm not saying that there's a problem with that, but what I am saying is anyone can upload music now. That's powerful, but it's also overwhelming. And too much music doesn't mean that there's enough identity. So just because we have so much music, and I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that means that there's more to discover. I also think that that has a lot to do with the state of music we're at right now, though, because there's so much to discover that a lot of people just stick with what they know. And a lot of the times the music that we are hearing is becoming very repetitive and it's not really evolving a sound of any sort. We have quantity exploded, but quality and originality is getting buried, and this has been a common trend in the last few years, in my opinion. I don't think that the masses and I don't think that the industry really pushes different music and originality anymore. I think it's just pushing the trends. And why? Because the labels, the rappers, everybody needs to eat, everybody needs to survive, and I think sometimes the only way to do that, keeping up with the trends and sometimes rinse and repeating the exact same shit, but that doesn't mean that it's great. The second thing I want to talk about is the influence loop. Rappers are influenced by artists who were influenced by other artists. Let me say that one more time. Rappers are influenced by artists who are influenced by other artists. So the internet creates template artists. People copy what worked instead of building their own lane. We're in a loop where the inspiration gets diluted. And this really happens because we have an artist like Playboi Carti, for example, which I think is a great example, because Playboi Carti right now, I'm gonna argue and say right up to Drake with the biggest artists of our generation. And some people might disagree with that. Some people might say that Drake is bigger, but how many people are influenced by Drake making music right now as opposed to how many people are influenced by Playboi Carti? Drake on a bigger scale has done more and has been more successful, yes, but right now, Playboi Carti is one of the most influential artists of our generation. I see so many Carti clones, and I can't blame them, you know? Like, Carti's doing his thing, and I think, you know, I commend him. But here's the thing. You have an artist like Playboi Carti, and you have people who are between the ages of 14, 15, 16, 17, all listening to this music. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna be influenced by this artist, and they're gonna make their own music. But here's where the problem lies. They're all influenced by the same artist, so a lot of them, without them even trying to or wanting to, are gonna sound just like that artist. And this is all throughout music right now, all throughout rap right now. The third part of this is the fear of being different. You know, artists are afraid of not fitting the algorithm. Everyone wants to go viral and creates music that feels safe and digestible, and we reward the same sound and punish originality until it's cool again. And I can't stand this about underground rap fans and about rap fans alike, because I feel like so often we punish and we make fun of and we rip apart every time an artist tries to be different, yet we keep asking for them to be different. It makes literally no sense, and it bothers me to the core. Every time we get a different artist in the underground, every time we get a different artist in rap, every single fan wants to shit on those niggas. Every single fan wants to shit on them. But as soon as they go back to doing the same thing, everybody's like, oh, well, everything sounds the same. Make up your mind. Do you want different music? Okay, so then let's push that. Do you want the same shit? Okay, you want that? Okay, so then let's push that shit. But we need to decide whether we want originality or more of the same. I think currently right now, we're getting more of the same. I don't hate any of the music that I'm hearing right now, and I want to make that clear, because I think a lot of the times when people make videos like this, all I could do is speak for myself and say I enjoy the new rap music that is coming out right now. I don't hate any of it, and I think a lot of the new guys, by new guys, I'm mentioning people like Ian and Netspin and Osama-san and Shay. Like, I like a lot of this music. Like, I'll listen to it, and I don't listen to it religiously like a lot of fans, but I listen to it when I'm working out in the gym or when I'm just chilling editing a video. Like, I do enjoy this music. I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is we're getting a lot of the same. And again, these artists are not bad artists. We don't push originality because a lot of the times we don't like anything that's different, and a lot of people are just like fucking cheap. Like, we all just follow what's going up instead of following what maybe is a little different. The fourth part we got to discuss is what it takes to stand out. I mean, vulnerability, vision, and consistency are the three main pillars that it takes to stand out. Vulnerability is something that we don't see in a lot of artists right now. Vision is something that I think a lot of artists have but don't execute on, and again, it's because the fans don't support it. When your own fans won't support when you make a pivot or a transition in your career, I don't blame you for not wanting to make that difference, not wanting to change your sound or change your music. I think a good example of this, in my opinion, is like in Autumn, for example. Now, Autumn has a lot of controversy around him sometimes. Autumn has a lot of different things that are going on, and we don't got to talk about all that. Let's just talk about the music. If we're just talking about the music, every single time I've ever seen Autumn try to pivot his sound, not to say that I enjoyed when he pivoted, but every time that he did, his fans would rip him apart and say, we want more of the same, to the point where he almost got forced into a corner and released an album that sounded just like some of the stuff that he was doing when he first popped off. And then his fans had a problem with that. So like, I don't get it, you know, like, do you want something different or do you not want something? Artists who stand out double down on who they are, not just what they sound like. It's okay to be different. It's okay to sound like shit. And I think the biggest thing is with a lot of these artists is that they don't develop the confidence skills and the skills to be able to have thick skin in an industry where people are going to rip you to shreds every second they can have a chance to. You know, you think that people are your fans, but as soon as there's controversy around your name, people are very quick to just jump and leave an artist and follow the bandwagon of people who are hating on them. I think things that can change this are like visuals, storytelling, energy, and having a actual solid message. Very rarely do we get a solid message or something that we can really take these artists into the next level and take these artists into the next few years. Very rarely do we get anything that holds us tightly to these people. If you're an artist, don't chase sameness. Chase identity, because you can do more of the same. Now, I think the big problem here is you can always do more of the same. You could blow up, and I spoke about this in a video where I just talk about kind of my thoughts on Tuesday. You could do more of the same. It's not like you won't blow up or go viral from that, but you won't have a lasting career if you do. And we see this time and time again throughout the years with every single artist who just blows up off of one sound, tries to go viral, and then they're just gone in an instant. If you're an artist, you don't have to chase the same thing. I think you should chase identity, because once you have your own identity, once you have your own thing, even if you don't blow up right away, your fans will be diehard there for you 24/7. Great example of this right now is we have Lil Tecca. Great example of this, Until Japan. Artists who aren't doing what everybody else around them is doing, but have been able to stay out the way, stay out of controversy, and just make good music, and their fans ride with it. If you're trying to build something unique, subscribe. I'm dropping videos every week trying to help artists grow, and I'm also trying to kind of discuss topics that a lot of people I don't think are discussing, and I'm an artist myself. So if you want to follow any of my own music, you can follow me on Instagram, willarmani with 2 I's. Subscribe to the channel. It's been your boy Willarmani. Please stay positive.